Friends, gather round and prepare your taste buds for a culinary adventure. Today we embark on a journey to create a dish that sings with the sweet and savory notes of Figgy Balsamic Pork Chops. Imagine, if you will, juicy, seared pork chops bathed in a luxurious sauce of balsamic vinegar, sweet figs, and a hint of aromatic herbs. It's a flavor combination that will have you licking your plate clean. This recipe is surprisingly easy to execute, even for novice cooks. Don't let the fancy name fool you. We'll break down each step with clarity and precision, so grab your aprons, sharpen your knives, and let's get cooking. Before we begin our culinary symphony, let's make sure we have all the necessary instruments, or in this case, ingredients. Here's what you'll need to create a dish that will tantalize your taste buds and impress your guests. Bone-in pork chops. Look for chops that are about 1 inch thick for optimal searing and tenderness. The bone adds flavor and helps keep the meat juicy during cooking. Fresh figs. Choose figs that are plump and slightly soft to the touch, indicating ripeness. These will provide a natural sweetness and a unique texture to our dish. Balsamic vinegar. A good quality balsamic vinegar is crucial for this recipe, as it provides depth and complexity to the sauce. The rich, tangy flavor will complement the sweetness of the figs perfectly. Chicken broth. Low sodium is preferred, as we'll be building flavor from other ingredients. This will serve as the base for our sauce, adding moisture and richness. Fresh thyme and rosemary, these aromatic herbs add a touch of earthiness and freshness to the dish. Their fragrant oils will infuse the pork chops with a delightful aroma. Olive oil, salt, and black pepper. Pantry staples that enhance the natural flavors of our ingredients. A good quality olive oil will add a smooth, fruity note, while salt and pepper will bring out the best in each component. Remember, quality ingredients are the foundation of any great dish, so don't be afraid to splurge a little on the good stuff. Investing in the best ingredients will elevate your cooking and make every bite memorable. Now that we have our ingredients prepped and ready, let's turn our attention to the star of the show, the pork chops. These cuts of meat are versatile and can be transformed into a delicious meal with just a few simple steps. Searing is a crucial step in this recipe, as it creates a beautiful crust on the outside of the chops, sealing in all those delicious juices. This process not only enhances the flavor, but also gives the pork chops a delightful texture. First, pat the pork chops dry with paper towels. This step is essential because it helps to remove any excess moisture from the surface of the meat. Removing the moisture ensures a nice, even sear, which is key to achieving that perfect golden brown crust. Next, season both sides generously with salt and freshly ground black pepper. The seasoning will penetrate the meat, enhancing its natural flavors. Don't be shy with the seasoning. It's what brings out the pork's natural flavor. A well-seasoned chop is the foundation of a great dish. Heat a large skillet or cast iron pan over medium-high heat. The right temperature is crucial for a good sear. Once the pan is nice and hot, add a tablespoon of olive oil. The oil should shimmer, indicating it's ready for the pork chops. When the oil shimmers, carefully place the pork chops in the pan, making sure they're not overcrowded. Overcrowding can cause the chops to steam rather than sear. Sear for about 3 to 4 minutes per side, or until a golden brown crust forms. This crust is a sign that the chops are developing deep, rich flavors. Section 4. Orchestrating a sauce: figs, balsamic, and a touch of magic. Today we are diving into the art of creating a sauce that will transform our dish into a culinary masterpiece. With our pork chops beautifully seared, it's time to create the magical sauce that will elevate this dish to new heights. The sizzle of the pork chops is just the beginning of this flavorful journey. Reduce the heat to medium and add the chopped figs, balsamic vinegar, chicken broth, thyme, and rosemary to the pan. Each ingredient plays a crucial role in building the layers of flavor. The figs will begin to soften and release their sweetness, mingling with the tangy balsamic vinegar and savory herbs. This combination creates a harmonious blend that is both complex and delightful. Using a wooden spoon, scrape up any browned bits from the bottom of the pan. These bits are the essence of flavor, waiting to be incorporated into our sauce. These little bits, known as fond, are packed with flavor and will add depth and richness to our sauce. They are the secret to a truly memorable dish. Let the sauce simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes or until it has thickened slightly. This simmering process allows the flavors to meld together beautifully. The figs will break down and melt into the sauce, creating a luscious, velvety texture. This transformation is what gives the sauce its unique character. Give it a taste and adjust the seasoning with salt and pepper as needed. This final touch ensures that the sauce is perfectly balanced and ready to complement our pork chops. Section 5, the grand finale, uniting pork chops and sauce in perfect harmony. Our sauce is now ready to embrace our seared pork chops. Carefully return the chops to the pan, nestling them into the fig balsamic sauce. Reduce the heat to low, cover the pan and let the chops simmer gently in the sauce for about 5 to 7 minutes, or until they're cooked through. Cooking the pork chops in the sauce allows them to absorb all those wonderful flavors, resulting in incredibly tender and flavorful meat. To ensure the pork chops are cooked to perfection, use a meat thermometer to check for an internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit or 63 degrees Celsius. Once the pork chops are cooked through, remove them from the pan and let them rest for a few minutes before serving. This allows the juices to redistribute, ensuring each bite is bursting with flavor.